Fair warning, this is about to be just a music theory nerd session. So, my current favorite thing musically is open tunings, and I specifically really like FACGCE. And I've got this in capo 2, so it's like a, open, instead of an open F major 9, it's an open G major 9, um, which is really nice. We've got like G, B, D, and then we've got A, D, F sharp. And if we think about those as far as scale degree, we're really building it around this, that open D, but we've got that sort of 4 chord chillin' in the bottom, which is really fun. So think kind of Lydian if you know your modes. If you don't, just think you can do cool stuff with the 4 chord. So you get that tritone. The tritone isn't scary and it's not an evil interval. It's actually quite fun. Look at Saria's song, for example. You can do like really nice, emotionally impactful stuff with Lydian. So I wanted to explain where the chords are, sort of, because it took me a while to figure them out. But I figured I'd save my musical friends some trouble, and you guys, if you guys want to play guitar but don't want to learn chord shapes, any of you who don't play guitar, this is a good way to do it. So we're going to think barring down the top 3 strings on the 7th fret would be 1. And then we've got 4 open. Then we've got 5 here. Then we take our middle finger, put it on the 4th fret, making it an A, or in this case a B. Going up what would be a major 3rd in a standard tuning, and then putting our ring finger underneath that, underneath our middle finger on the formerly D, now C string, but D again because it's capoed. So then we can put our pinky down underneath that and make it minor add 9. Very emotionally dense chord. You can also move that up here to the 2 chord. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's not worry about 7. You're not going to use probably diminished chords in this. If you do, that's really cool, kind of jazzy, but who doesn't like a little jazz, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 brings it back down here, 5, 6. Then we can play any of those chords with that open chord up top, so we can go. And that's another fun thing about it, is the harmonics make chords, so you can get some really fun harmonic stuff thrown in there. The cool thing about this is it's good for airy chords and it's good for melismatic, melodic stuff. So like, I'm not using this hand. You can do stuff like that. And hit that, like, just strum your index finger across it. Bring in our chords. And the cool thing about those chords is we can mess them up a lot. Add in 9s, or we can not play the top string of our 5 chord. So we get a 5 add 4, so we can go. A little more emotionally impactful, right? Another thing we can do is start with just the chords. And then we can, the second time through the chord progression, add in the drone notes. So we can do like a... and then we go. That's another way to play 5. If you want it over the 3, you go 6th string middle finger, 6th fret, then where you go 5th string index finger, 5th fret, and ring finger, 7th fret, 3rd string. So we get, or Fourth string rather. Cool stuff like that. You can also do it for cool slidey stuff, like I was working on this one thing where it's like to the minor chord, then we go 2, 3, 6, 2, 4 is harmonics, 3, and hit the open chord there. So and I'd even thought about going six, 2, 4, 3. And you throw in those harmonics. Those harmonics are very melodic. Mess around with that. You can get those really emotional chords, and those 3 different variations of 5 are really fun. It's all the same chord, just swapping around what notes are included and what order they're in, but it's the same function, so that's a lot of fun. You can even do 2 5-1s, if I can play them right. You may even be able to pull off some cool sounds with secondary dominance, or it'd be like one of these. So instead of, it'd be really bright, and that can play into the Lydian sound as well. So you could do like a, or you can go, so you could even suspend it, or mess around with it some. I think that's all my notes. I was just sort of wanting to talk about that. You could, well, actually, you could go, or, you know, stuff like that, like, because you got scales built in, because, or you can play, or you have options on how to play the notes, so you can throw in the open strings into really fun chords if you want, which I think is cool. And then you can do use those hammer-ons, or you can go, you know, that's very Midwest emo. For inspiration, look to Yvette Young and her band Covet. They do a lot of cool stuff. There's Toe, Toe. They're really cool. There's a lot of cool math rock and Midwest emo playlists, so just look into them. I'm eventually going to explore D-A, D-F, sharp A-E, and other D variants that aren't just dadgad, but I wanted to hop on here and spread the good word. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk, for listening to me ramble about music theory for now 9.5 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and call it a Music Theory Monday, and pretend it was some cutesy marketing thing. But really, I just felt like hopping on here and talking about cool chords and this really neat, sort of effervescent, highly emotional tuning, and all the ways you can wring out the emotional value of it. And I'm going to continue to explore it, and I'm going to try and release some music, you know, have more than one song on Spotify, using this. And I'm going to try and up my production game so it actually sounds like Midwest emo. I might even do the memes where you instead of doing the phone call voicemail Midwest emo intro, you do the ones where it's like Benson yelling at Mordecai and Rigby from Regular Show or some such. I think there's a lot of comedic potential in there, especially maybe using anime clips. So we'll see how it goes. Hope y'all enjoy.